Everything is fine here on Detention Black A23, a Star Wars podcast. I'm Mike, flying solo today. Like I've mentioned in our previous episode, and actually our previous episodes, we've been releasing our episodes a little more infrequent recently. All of that's due to two of us have new kids. Third one has a child on the way, and everything has just been busy with summer and everything. But we foresee the next couple of weeks will probably be a very similar format in terms of we'll be hit or miss on releasing episodes week to week. But after a few weeks or so, we'll get back to our regular schedule and start churning out content for everyone more frequently. So looking forward to that. And I think that's going to align very well with the Ahsoka show that's coming up. And that is one of the main reasons why I'm recording today, because I want to bring you a trailer reaction. I haven't seen it, the new one released for the Ahsoka show. So I will get to that, watch it for the first time with all of you, and then kind of maybe spend a little time to break down the whole trailer. But we won't spend too much time. It'll be a quick one. It's late tonight. Child and the wife are up in bed. The child will be up to eat again at about 1:30. So I got to get prepared for that. Today was my first day back at work. So it's the 17th of July today. I took 4 weeks off. My newborn son, Jackson, was born on June 20th. So I took about 4 weeks off PTO, and it's not my leave, PTO. I will take my actual leave once my wife Colleen is done with her leave, which will take her to October 20th, I believe it is. So then I'll take 4 weeks from October 20th to the middle of November to get a little more time for us to push out daycare as long as possible. So, when both parents work, it gets really complicated, and daycare is almost a necessity in terms of having someone watching the kid when you work. So I do work from home, but my job pertains mostly to meetings. So it gets tough to watch a child and participate in meetings at the same time. So, but it's been an awesome couple of weeks. Seeing him grow, even in the short period of time, is absolutely amazing. He's a very strong little boy. The doctor told us it will be about 4 months until the kid starts, raising his head and balancing his head on his own, and he's already there. So took him, it was like right at the 3-week mark, maybe just before the 3-week mark when he was able to do that. So, and his legs are super strong. He's already rolled from his belly over to his side. So not too much longer, I anticipate that he will be turning onto his back. So he's going to be crawling any day now. But yeah, like I said, it's been a lot of fun. Mom's doing really well, recovering. Jackson's doing very well. One big happy family. So, all right. So before we dive into the Ahsoka show, and I will say we are live right now, or I am live right now. Bring me your questions, comments, concerns, input, reactions to the trailer, all of that. And I will bring in your questions and everything, part of the show, just as much as I am. So give me your stuff. All right, but we do have a couple of news bits first. Well, actually, one news bit, and that's Lucasfilm and Star Wars receive a combined 23 Emmy nominations. So that's pretty exciting. That's a lot of nominations, and they're all for Andor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and The Mandalorian. And I believe Light Magic was getting a couple too. But Andor was nominated in the Outstanding Drama Series category with a total of 8 nominations. Obi-Wan Kenobi Show was nominated in the Outstanding Limited or Anthology Series category and a total of 5 nominations. And then The Mandalorian was nominated for a total of 9 nominations. I can't lie, with Andor, I fully anticipated multiple nominations. Like, the production quality of that was just outstanding. Everything about that show was outstanding. Whether individuals liked it or not in terms of Star Wars, that's up to them. We all have our opinions, and that's totally okay, and we can all discuss that. But I personally really enjoyed Andor. I know it was a little slow at times, maybe, but it was very intense and very captivating, in my opinion. Um, the music, the score, the acting we've talked about this many times. The acting was phenomenal, the writing, phenomenal, all of that. Obi-Wan Kenobi, not surprised that some have come up. I think I expected more out of Andor, or not. After watching all the shows, I anticipated a lot more nominations out of Andor than Obi-Wan Kenobi. A lot of good things about Obi-Wan Kenobi. We've talked about it on the show, all the things that we enjoyed, all the things that we questioned a little bit, but definitely deserving of some nominations. I feel like Andor has a better chance of winning than Obi-Wan Kenobi, but hey, bring in those nominations. And then The Mandalorian. Season 3 was kind of not quite season 1 and season 2, to be honest. Still very, very good. Great show, great season. But what season 1 and 2 just, blew me out of the water, and season 3 was entertaining. So, not shocking by any of this. It is interesting that The Mandalorian has the most nominations, though. I think a lot of that probably, the success of season 1 and season 2 play into the season 3 and its nominations. So, in my opinion, that's probably a contributing factor. But so the 75th Primetime Emmy Awards will take place on September 18th of this year. So I'm excited to follow that and see if we can get some awards. I think awards were already won for Andor, if I'm remembering correctly. Maybe there were other nominations. I can't recall specifically what awards those were again, but this isn't the first time these nominations are coming through. So exciting to see if they win an Emmy. That would be totally awesome. All right, so the next thing I have, I'm a little behind on this. This was released last week. A full trailer for the upcoming Ahsoka show was dropped. As I spoke at the beginning of this episode, that's kind of where we're going to spend most of the time. We're going to focus on that. I'm really excited to see this, and there's been a lot of talk and a lot of reaction to it. I know, I think it was Dustin that sent it over to our group chat when he first saw it and just absolutely loved it. So everyone's excited. I'm excited. And as we recently found out, it's unofficially the official season 5 of Rebels. It's essentially a continuation from the animated show. Dave Filoni's heading it, so it makes sense. We're just going from animated to live action and just continuing the story of Ahsoka, Thrawn, Sabine, Ezra, all of them. And even from some of the trailers we've seen already, we kind of see scenes of where season 4 of Rebels ended up. Ahsoka's in her cloak with her staff. Sabine is in front of the large mural of the Ghost Crew. Both of these scenes are being shown from the Rebels animated show and in the Ahsoka show. So I think that's pretty cool that they're tying all this together. And obviously there's been time that has taken place, because in the different trailers as well that we've seen, Sabine Wren goes from short hair to long hair. So not to say that it's years, but there's a decent amount of time that's passed. And we've already seen Thrawn show up. We've seen Ezra in a holocron. And yeah, we've even seen Lothal. Is it Lothal? Wow, I'm totally spacing. Help me out, people. Help me out. I think it's Lothal. Where Ezra's home. I have to search it because it's driving me crazy. Yeah, that's Lothal. Yeah. Okay. My instinct served me right. But we see Sabine Wren like standing in Ezra's home, and I think that's where she sees the little, video image of Ezra, probably going through his stuff back at his home on Lethal. So kind of cool. It's really neat when you see some animated stuff bring to live action. You still get, there's always dedicated, passionate fans, and nitpicking some of the differences. Like in that scene, Lethal seems the city seems so far away. I should say the planet Lethal, the city could be something else, but how the city and the skyscrapers are further in the distance in the live action versus in the animated, it's like right there. It's fine. I mean, in my opinion, that's a little nitpicky, but either way, it's going to be cool to see the live action. So I have this set up and ready. So let me excuse me, let me get this rolling here really quick. All right, go to YouTube, full screen. Hopefully the audio comes through. All right, hold on, I gotta get that little guy out there. All right, let's roll.
War is inevitable. One must destroy.
Those aren't Sith.
In order to create.
Ooh.
We are no Jedi.
Brilliant Cruiser. We are no Jedi.
I started hearing whispers.
There she is.
Of Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
Oh boy, heir to the Empire. I gotta read that book before this comes out.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Power. Such as you've never
War between worlds.
I've spent most of my life fighting a war.
Yeah,
That's why
Chopper.
I'm trying to convince you to help me prevent another one.
You and I both know who could help you with this.
She's still just
There it
as
is.
stubborn
There's the fall.
as ever.
I bet your master found you difficult at times.
Anakin never got to finish my training.
They look
I
so
walked
good,
away
man.
from him, just
All the
like I
characters
walked
look
away
so
from
good.
Sabine.
You never made things easy for me,
E-Wings?
Master.
As a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision no one else can.
Ezra.
But I'm counting on you to see this through.
Oh,
Nice haircut.
doing the Kanan Jarrus thing, cutting the hair.
Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless
There's
of
the
our
mural.
personal feelings.
Buckle up.
If we don't stop Thrawn,
Space rails?
everything will be in
Oh,
vain.
there we go. There we get to see Frontal Thrawn.
You have no power.
Anakin spoke highly
He's
of
fighting
you.
with Ezra's lightsaber
I'm
there.
not here to discuss my past.
We have a lot of work to do.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Oh, Inquisitor. What Inquisitor is that? I don't recall that.
The best way to burn fat and get in shape. It's not keto, paleo,
Here's how people
fasting,
get
or
free
vegan,
advertising.
and it's not super intense workouts.
The bad.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss, and this is a
And
breakdown
we're
of the
gonna
new trailer.
pause you. See, breaking down where we're breaking it down. But I want to go back and see that again. So we're gonna close that out. We're gonna replay it, and I'm gonna try to listen a little more. I'm gonna focus a little more here. There we go.
War is inevitable. One must destroy in order to create. We are no Jedi.
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Power. Such as you've never dreamed.
Oh, so that's the chick from Mandalorian.
I've spent most of my life fighting a war. That's why I'm trying to convince you to help me prevent another one.
You and I both know who could help you with this.
She's still just as stubborn as ever.
I bet your master found you difficult at times.
Anakin never got to finish my training.
I didn't even hear that.
Just
Anakin name drop.
From Sabine.
You never made things easy for me, Master.
Oh,
As a Jedi, sometimes
been-
you have to make the decision no one else can. But I'm counting on you to see this through.
wait a
Nice
minute.
haircut.
Air Force
Sometimes we have to do what's
sensitivities
right,
with Sabine?
regardless of our personal feelings.
Buckle up.
If we don't stop Thrawn, everything will be in vain. You have no power.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
We have a lot of work to do.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
That Bo-Katan? That had to be Bo-Katan too, right? See, I'm glad I went back and watched this a second time because there were so many things I didn't catch. Anakin's name got dropped twice and I missed it both times. I was just super excited, I guess. All right. Let's get out of this. Into this, I think. Nope. Stop sharing. All right, perfect. And what I'm going to do, because this is easier to do, from my computer. As my dog squeaks his toy. I'm going to share my screen. Screen 3. All right, because I want to kind of go through this a little bit. First of all, I want to go see, was that Bo-Katan? No, I'm probably jumping the gun here. I should probably start from the beginning, but I'm flying solo and I can do what I want right now. We'll see if I can even find it. It's got to be right in here. Come on. What I'll do is I'll just play it. There we go. Nope, that's not Bo-Katan. It's Sabine, or it looks like Sabine. And that's why I went through it. All right. So, major call outs in my eyes. So obviously we're on a rebel ship. Well, this is, an Imperial shuttle approaching. Actually, it looks like I think it was like a medium transport ship. Yeah. So not the cruiser I was thinking. And we've got these two non-Sith, non-Jedi that are, hallway scenes. Star Wars realized that, or Lucasfilm realized that Star Wars fans like hallway scenes with lightsabers. And they have one here. We are no Jedi. I guess they don't say they're not Sith either, but I think that was announced that they're not Sith. Red Lucasfilm or orange, one or the other. We got Ahsoka. This looks like a Jedi temple to me. Maybe it's the same one on, was that Lothal that Ezra and Kanan went to? We've seen this image of Thrawn. All right, so these two dark side individuals look like they're this could be World Between Worlds. Okay, there's Shin. That's probably the apprentice. Oh, and there's the woman from, was that season 1 or season 2? Season 2 of Mandalorian, where we first meet Ahsoka. This looks like the World Between Worlds. So does I forget her name. Is she the one with the access to the World Between Worlds then? Does she have that? Probably because of her connection with Thrawn? I don't know. So I guess those are orange lightsabers. Maybe I'm colorblind, but they kind of look red, but probably not. They're not like Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Sidious red. All right, so here we've got Rebel fleet. We got there's Mon Cala cruiser, medium transports. Is that the Hammerhead? Looks like the Corellian cruiser. Like the Tantive ship. Well, I guess at this point, yeah. I don't think that's. Oh, Hera. We've seen this, and then Chopper follows. I think this is some kind of like training thing, like that's a target or something. That's my guess. And we've got kind of the Rebel Alliance or the New Republic commanders here, authorities. We all know who that is. Hera meeting up with Ahsoka, obviously at like a rebel base or on a rebel ship. Now we're on Lothal. Got Sabine in Ezra's home, so this is kind of what I was speaking to. Ahsoka's ship. Flying in. I think that's Ahsoka's ship. See, she's got the long hair now. Is that an E-Wing? I love this. I mean, we've seen many scenes in Rebels of this long road going out to the middle of nowhere of the thought. Yeah, that looks like an E-Wing. Sweet. Love that we're finally seeing those. Anakin never got to finish my training. Well, that's also partially because she left the order. I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine. Okay. So that's an interesting drop there. Does this mean that Ahsoka's been training Sabine? Like Force type stuff? I know we've seen Sabine wield the Darksaber in Rebels. She was training with Kanan and, you know, being the leader of Mandalore, but we've seen Bo-Katan wield it too in Mandalorian. We've seen the Mandalorian wield it, obviously not as well, but or is she just talking about training in general for Sabine? Who knows? They might be trying to make you think, you know, start the conversation, Force sensitivities, but they might not go that direction. You never made things easy for me. That's Sabine. This is kind of a cool scene. Putting it right there in front of you. Think that was intentional? That's a kind of cool droid. I know I've seen people kind of talk about this. Like, was that like a original R2D2 or concept or something like that that they're bringing for this droid? There's like a toy or something. See, she says master. What kind of a apprentice are you then? But I mean, she's not a Jedi anymore. So maybe this is like gray Jedi stuff. Yep, definitely is Ezra. So is he communicating to them post Rebels? Or was this recorded beforehand? Because she's at his house. Here she cuts her hair. Okay, so originally thinking the short hair to long hair indicating time. No, she's going from long hair to short hair. So, I mean, when we left her on Rebels, she had short hair. So there is still time that's taking place. Nice haircut. She's even calling it out. Her hair always changed, so it's not surprising. We've seen this. These got to be like, is that an Inquisitor and then like a droid buddy? Or because when I was the first trailer we saw and we were seeing this, I was thinking this was like stuff, but it doesn't look like it. All right, so here's the mural. I think this is Sabine on Ahsoka's ship. Unless it's Sabine's ship. Okay. This is Space Whales. This is definitely where we're going here. Oh. I guess I didn't see it, but it was did you get to see the face of it? All right, let's play it. Let's go back even further. Yeah. Pergola. It looks like a little house of horrors. Is that the little shop of horrors? Hey, Seymour. Where the alien plant is like alive and it feeds on like the blood of humans. But yeah, that's Pergola. We got space whales. See, and they weren't afraid of it, so yeah, okay. Now we've got our Thrawn face. Confirming who the actor is. All right, what's going on here? Oh, this is where they're saber dueling. Okay. Ezra's lightsaber. Definitely. I think, well, I shouldn't say definitely. I think. Here's the world between worlds. Oh, what's going to happen with it? There's going to be something major that happens. This is like multiverse. It's got multiverse written all over it type of a thing. Or some kind of change in the past. Something major is going to happen in the show that's going to impact everything. We all remember Hu Yang. It's great that he's in this. What are those ships? I don't know that. I doubt, but it's no, it's not what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe Clone Wars droids, but what are those vulture droids? But I don't think that's all right. Who is this? What Inquisitor are we seeing here? Is that the one from Rebels? Wearing a mask. But the one from Rebels only had 3 fingers. And it looks like this one has a full hand. So maybe not. Wow. Oh, yes. And I forgot to mention 2 episodes are releasing. to start the series off on August 23rd. And there will be 8 total episodes. So the episode drops are August 30th, September 6th, 13th, 20th, 27th, and October 4th. And that's after, like I said, 2 debuting on August 23rd. So this is super exciting. I am really looking forward to this show, especially Dave Filoni doing it. Live action, essentially continuation of Rebels, which Rebels was a fantastic show. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. You're going to need to watch it to understand what's going on in this show. And I think there's a couple Clone Wars episodes you should watch. If you can read Heir to the Empire, do it, because it sounds like in some of the recommendations I've read, those Thrawn trilogy books that are the first 3 from Timothy Zahn might connect here. So read them if you can. I should do audiobook. And of course, I finished my leave and now I'm like, but I am. Oh, that'll be after. I'm going to be going out west. So I was thinking maybe I can listen to it, but I'll have to find time to read it or listen to it on audiobook. But either way, this show is going to be fantastic. I'm very excited about it. I hope you all out there are excited about it. Bring us your predictions, thoughts, ideas, theories, and let's talk about them. Let's, that's not necessarily setting expectations. It's fun. It's fun to talk Star Wars. It's fun to theorize about Star Wars and all of that. Don't be disappointed if you're wrong, but it's Star Wars conversation. That's always good conversation. So, well, that's what I wanted to bring everyone today. So buckle up, get ready, and hopefully we'll be returning soon. I know today's Monday. It's the 17th, I said. I don't think we'll be recording on Wednesday, but hopefully the next Wednesday we can get more of the crew on and we'll talk some more Star Wars. So I'll run through the social media handles really quick. You can find us on Twitter at DepBlockAA23pod, on Instagram at detention_block_AA_23. And then our Facebook group and YouTube channel is called Detention Block AA23, a Star Wars podcast. Likes, reviews, subscriptions, downloads, all of that. Comments, anything. We greatly appreciate all you can do. All those little things help get our podcast out there. And we want to continue building the community to continue to have conversations about Star Wars. So I hope everyone has a great rest of your day, rest of your week, everything. Hope everyone's enjoying their summer. For those that are having summer, I know we've got a lot of listeners in the Southern Hemisphere, so you're in the middle of the winter right now, but I think it's still probably fairly warm in there during the winter. I don't know. That's how naive I guess I am. I don't know what the weather is like in Australia or New Zealand in the winter, but I have to imagine it's a lot nicer than Minnesota in the winter. Anyways, I hope you're enjoying your summer or your winter. And looking forward to talking more Star Wars. We got a lot coming. It's around the corner. We're in a lull right now, a little bit of a lull, but this is a good time to read those books, read those comments, play the video game. I still have to finish the most recent Jedi. And I also read something with the new Outlaws game that will be released. Apparently, like the size of the planets and everything is larger than Assassin's Creed, I want to say. So all of the Assassin's Creed. So it's going to be a large planet or large platform to explore in that game. So looking forward to that being released too. All right. Well, with that, we will see everyone next time. And as always,